Hey boos, in this video, I give commentary based on my opinion. Nothing is to be taken as factual. We are just here to have conversation. We don't expose and we don't sip tea on this channel. I'm giving you real talk straight, no chaser. Let's see if you can handle it.
Cause I'm a boss. I haven't done anything for you to be proud of.
Of course you have. You are marrying a man who can support you.
So I am back. Okay. So I wanted to talk about this. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I was getting triggered. I'm not a mother, thank God. Because the way I be treating Black mothers particularly, I don't like it. I don't like it. So let's get into what took place with Halle Bailey. We have a lot to catch up on because we got to talk about Jasmine Brown. We have to talk about Ashley from Love is Blind. Cash Doll, I wanted to talk about her. I feel like I'm missing something. Oh my gosh, I feel like I'm missing something else. What else did I miss? Keisha Cole. I knew Chrissy and Jim Jones. I knew that was a lie, so I didn't even entertain that for real. Oh my gosh. We have to also talk about the remarks that were made on with Dr. Umar, Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, and Nick Cannon. I saw that. We just Keke Palmer sit down. We just have a lot to talk about. We have a lot to talk about. So please turn on your post notifications because I'm going to be bugging you. So the election. I knew I forgot something. The election. I told y'all. See, I done got, I'm in this new energy because I took my spiritual bath and everything, cleansed my energy of all of that heaviness that followed the aftermath of the election. But I told y'all, Miracle Watts, I forgot about Miracle Watts. I told y'all that this election came down to these women here. And I didn't have high hopes because historically, they have always chosen their privilege over their marginalized issues. So a lot of people felt like I was a Trump supporter. That's delusional, but hey, let's just go with it. A lot of people felt like I was a Trump supporter because I didn't get excited. I do this thing because I love myself, where I created a peace bubble for myself in my life. And I don't allow myself to entertain delusion and fantasy because when I do, the aftermath or the ramifications of me allowing myself to do that is heartbreak, disappointment, being angry and pissed off. So I didn't allow myself to get excited regarding Kamala. I know a lot of you wanted me to promote her and be loud and proud and everything, but Gotham City, y'all, I'm back. I know a lot of people wanted me to be all excited and stuff like that, but I knew that the election was going to be, the outcome was going to be determined by them. And historically, they have always backstabbed us. So what Black women witnessed on election day was betrayal. And I hope that you are seeing it that way. I really do. I hope you're seeing it as betrayal. Because we are always the ones that are supposed to save the day. I hope you are taking time out for yourself, and I hope moving forward that you're just focusing on yourself. I've also said several times that it's you versus everybody, Black women. It's you versus everybody. And I will continue to say that. These are the reasons why I say the things that I say. So let's get into today's video. Then, not only did the election not go according to plan, but also it didn't even take 24 hours for the internet to drag another Black woman, Halle Bailey, and basically gaslight her. Let's get into how Halle Bailey was gaslit recently due to her concerns regarding her child. Her motherly instinct said, I don't want that for my child. The internet is not a place for children, and I don't want my child just out there all the time in any type of way. And now the internet has convinced her that she overreacted when it comes to a platform like Kai, who recently had a rapper on his platform streaming, throwing, I'm assuming it had to have been a molly or something up in the air, and then caught it. And then her baby was on that same platform, like, what was it? Less than a few hours, like less than 24 hours later. Do y'all really think Kai's home and his streaming and all the things that he's into, do you really think that's a place for a child? Was it I'm sorry, I don't know the drugs, y'all. I don't know the drugs like that. But do y'all really think that was a place for a baby? Do y'all think that was really a place for a baby? Let me know. Listen, save the Halle should have thought of that. Listen, save that for later. Save it for later. Save it for later. I understand that the internet is mad at Halle, but you don't know her. Like, that's weird. To be mad at somebody that you don't know is very weird. It's her life, it's her choice. And I've said this repeatedly. When it comes to other Black women making stupid choices, let's be real, regarding their life, learn how to separate yourself, because that's her life. It has nothing to do with you. It's not going to affect you at all. It's not going to affect you at all. She has to deal with the consequences of her choices. She has to deal with the consequences of her actions. She chose that man. You didn't. You didn't. So I just want the girls to understand, like, when it comes to accountability, the internet is not the place for that. And I've said that. The internet just used this as an opportunity to humble her because of some of the things that she was saying. But it's like she's living her life just like the rest of us. We trying to figure it all out. But I just didn't feel like that was the appropriate time to have a aha moment, because you know damn well that this man is online overexposing this baby. And we also know, now that we're educated on social media and children growing up on social media, we know the psychological long-term effects that has on a child, and how that affects them well into their adulthood, and how they have certain struggles that are very similar to a childhood star. So I think Halle having the concerns that she had were her maternal instincts, also with her struggling with postpartum depression. And a lot of people wanted to excuse that because she's a Black woman. You know how that is. She's a Black mother. So your postpartum don't mean shit to me. You know how they like to do that. But let's get into it. Let's get into it. I never said you were mad. I just said it's like, read the room. Life has a way of humbling you. Okay? You don't need to add your 2 cents in, because she's learning right now. Life is humbling I'm sorry, I almost said the F-bomb. Life is humbling her really bad right now. The last thing she needs to hear is, well, you should have. It's too late for that. Life is humbling her as we speak. Okay? Her career ain't the same. She's not in that relationship anymore. She's now a single mother. There's a lot of transitions that have happened that she's currently going through. The last thing that she needs to hear right now is, well, you should have. I think she knows that. I think she knows that now. I think she knows a lot. I think she knows that she has a baby. She had a baby by a very immature man. But let's get into this. Let me bring it up. I think she knows that she messed up. I think her career alone is taking a hit. So let life humble people. Like, you don't always have to be like, I tried to tell. Listen, life is already showing them that. They know. They know. Okay. Let's start. Is it here? Just a mess. So my issue with Halle is she should have never went about it like this. Running to the internet is the worst thing. why would you do that? Because now you got the whole internet in your business. You got the toxic Black community in your business. And you know damn well they're going to protect this man, worship this man, and protect him because they are grasping for straws when it comes to representation for Black fatherhood. So even though this man is exploiting his child for views and money and clout and whatever, right? They're going to excuse that because, well, at least the man is there. He's trying to take care of his son. Y'all know how it is. Because, you know, Black fathers abandon their kids. And that's why they're going so hard regarding DDG, because he's actually there for his child. And then he's showcasing that. And that's representation for them because it lacks. Because if they had so much representation for Black fatherhood, they wouldn't feel the need to grasp for straws when it comes to DDG out here exploiting his child for money views. Because if I'm lying to his fans, did you buy his music? Because I'm telling you, we would not see Halo as much as we do if you would just buy his music. Seriously, buy his music. Somebody buy it. Somebody stream it now. Do it right now. Because if you have an issue with me saying this, did you buy his music? Did you listen to his music? Did you stream it today? Did you stream it when you was out with your friends? Did you stream it when you was hitting the streets? The weekend is starting today. You gonna stream his songs? Because I'm telling you right now, he wouldn't be doing that. Halle doesn't have to do that. She's a superstar. She's Little Mermaid. But DDG does. He has to use that child. This is not the first time that we've seen YouTubers particularly exploit their children for views and clout to stay relevant. This is not the first time we've seen it. But you know, this is where Halle, the accountability comes in for her is, baby, he was doing that with you. He was doing that with you. He was doing that with you for the longest. All those different titles in his YouTube videos, he was exploiting you for the longest. Now, you gave him a pass because you was in love and you had your rose-colored glasses on. But now you done had this baby, right? And your motherly instincts are kicking in. And then you removed yourself and now you have separated yourself from this man. Your baby is now up on the chopping block, babes. And see, this is why choices, when you make them, you have to think about the good, the bad, the pros, the cons, the longevity of this choice and decision that you're going to make. And so now that you no longer want to be with this man, he's going to be putting that baby on his platform more because he can't exploit you any longer. You don't want to come around. You didn't even show up for his birthday. So when he had his birthday vlogs, you were nowhere to be found. He couldn't even put in his YouTube title, ex or baby mama showed up to celebrate my birthday. It was me, my family, and my son. He couldn't do that. He couldn't do that. But see, it was all good when he was just exploiting you and you were in love and it was cool. But now it's an issue, Halle, because it's the baby and you're a mom and you're maturing. And I said, when you have children with men and when you meet, you may be on the same maturity level as them. But then once that baby comes, you tend to mature faster than they do. I'm not going to say DDG hasn't matured a little bit at all. I'm just going to say he's not maturing as fast as Halle because Halle has a huge responsibility of taking care of this child. So, in mothering this child, nurturing this child. So, that's just the reality. So, Halle, I'm going to have to agree with the internet when it comes to you needing to hold yourself accountable when it comes to this entire situation. Because, first of all, you already knew the internet was going to be on your ass because of the things that you said to them when they were just being concerning fans and supporters of yours. And then you ran to the internet. You ran to the internet and involved them after you told them to stay out of your business and worry about, y'all need to worry about y'all. Well, that's what they're doing. And this is why the internet flipped on you and you weren't expecting that. I don't know why you weren't expecting that. I really don't. Now, one thing that I do believe is when Halle made this post, She said, "Hi, everyone. Just so you know, I'm out of town and I don't approve of my baby being on the stream tonight. I wasn't told or notified. I am extremely upset to have my baby in front of millions of people. I am his mother and protector and saddened that I wasn't notified, especially when I'm out of town." Now, a lot of people had an issue with this because they feel like DDG is his father and knows what's best for him. I don't even think DDG knows what's best for himself. I'm sorry, I'm going to say it. But this is who she chose to have a baby by. So I'm going to have to agree with the internet on that as well. Clearly, you saw something in this man. I don't know what you saw. I don't know what you saw. You saw something in him. You created a baby with this man. And if you can't trust him to make good judgment, why did you lay down with this man? Why did you have a baby by this man? Because now I get it. Co-parenting relationships are hell, and when the mother is away and the baby is young, it has an effect on a mother's mental health. It really does in a co-parenting dynamic. So I understand where Halle is mentally, emotionally, as she's going through this transition of single motherhood. But sis, you chose this man. You chose him. So if you can't trust him with your baby on live stream, why did you have a kid by him? And that's where the accountability comes into play with Halle, because it's like, girl, if you can't trust him to be with your baby and trust that he's going to do or live up to the standards that you have in place when it comes to sharing this child together, why did you even have a baby by him? And this is what's so concerning about women. A lot of you get excited about motherhood. You have baby fever, and you're not thinking about who you're choosing to have that child with. Are they mature enough to have a child with? Do you feel, or will you feel comfortable leaving that baby alone with that man? Because you can't be there. You can't be the helicopter parent all the time. You really can't. So Halle, if this is how you feel, and you feel like you have to be notified at every little point or every little decision that DDG makes, why did you have a baby by him? Why did you not have a baby by a man that you could truly trust and lead and know that when you leave the baby or your son in his care, that he's going to be well taken care of? And I can already answer that. I can answer that. I don't think DDG is that. I don't think he's that responsible. I really don't. I think he gets a lot of help from his family. I don't think that he is as responsible as the internet tries to make him out to be. If so, why would Halle even feel the need to say something like that at all? But of course, people think the internet and being a dad online is real life, and it's really not, y'all. Children can be very exhausting. They need a lot of attention. They need constant attention. They need around 24-hour care, around the clock care. So we don't know what his parenting looks like when the cameras are not on. And another thing that I want to add too is I think that they've been having discussions about how much their son is online. And I said originally in my last video that I had made, I believe that was one of the issues that they had in their relationship that may have also broke the camel's back when it comes to them separating. Yes, I noticed that his fans are very young and very immature, so I don't really expect much from that crowd. I really don't. I'm sorry, I don't. Then Halle, she made it worse. She made it worse. I don't know why she ran to the internet. Her and Keke Palmer, y'all need to create a support group or something, because y'all got to stop running to the internet. She tweets, she says, as a woman experiencing severe postpartum, there are boundaries that I wish to be respected. And see, there are boundaries that I wish to be respected. I believe that this was something that she has verbally communicated to DDG. So his antics are disrespect to her, because she has had conversations with this man offline. Her last resort is to bring the internet into it, which she's dead wrong about that. Then she goes on to say, nobody knows what someone is going through until they snap. So I believe that this has been an issue for a very long time. I believe that this has been building up. And then she just emotionally, impulsively, because she's an Aries, reacted and hopped on Twitter, not thinking, and then it blew up in her face. That's what I think happened. That's what I think happened. But DDG knows that this is disrespectful to her. She knows her true wishes when it comes to their son, and he just ignored that. Why is he ignoring that? Clout. He knows he's gonna get the clout. He loves, and he knows he's gonna get more attention. So of course, his fans are defending him. If it's his baby too, he doesn't have to notify anything. He doesn't have to notify of anything. DDG a good dad. I be seeing him in Halo all over my TikTok. Exactly. I be seeing Halo all over my TikTok. You probably just mad because you can't control what he does with Halo. And y'all, this is why Black motherhood, I'm just so uninterested in it, because our motherly instincts are seen as controlling. Controlling. A Black mother in America with a Black son, our motherly instincts are seen as controlling. Just so you know. I don't know if y'all know this, but co-parenting means asking for approval from the other parents, of course, if you want a good co-parenting relationship. It's not just, well, he's my son too, I'll do what I want. That's not how it works. Thank you. Someone mature entered the chat. Thank you for saying that. So, are there any co-parenting folks in the chat? Are there any co-parenting people in the chat? How do you feel about this? Because I feel like a healthy co-parenting relationship, it really does involve communication. Making sure that everyone, but most importantly, the child first, is taken care of and is prioritized, right? But then also, you need to consider the other parent. You do. Now, what I saw the internet do was compare Halle posting him for Halloween or Halle posting him here and there. You were trying to compare it to this man vlogging his every move, like from the time that this baby wakes up in the morning, from the time this baby goes to bed at night. You know every little thing that he's done during the day. That's a lot. And see, that's overexposure. She doesn't have an issue with this baby being on the internet. She has an issue with this baby being overexposed on the internet. Now, why would a mother have a concern like that? Well, first, we saw how the internet decided to make memes. And I don't know about y'all, but the internet is a meme place. Let's pull it up. So this is the video that was going viral on TikTok. So what a lot of people don't understand is when a baby is turned into a meme, that creates an image for them. That also it could also affect or interfere with their reputation. Now, the reason why Halle is being protective is because Halo is at an age where he cannot consent to any of this. He can't consent to any of this. She is his guardian, so is DDG. But he can't consent to any of this. I believe Shy, Bow Wow's baby girl, she's what, 13? She recently verbally expressed to her mother that she didn't want to be online. And that's what I'm saying. It's like, you don't know if this baby really wants to be online or not like that. You just assume that he wants to be because his dad has him in a video and you feel like he's the best dad in the world because you see his dad in the video with his son. It's like, is that what the Black community really needs to see? That's why I'm like, the Black community is so backwards to me. That's all you think you need to see? So they turned him into a meme. He started going viral on TikTok. Now, this is just me being unbiased. It was mentioned in one of, I think it was DDG's vlog, where Halle bought him a shirt, allegedly, according to his words. Halle bought him a shirt with Halo on the front, and it was a meme. And she had it printed out, and she gave it to DDG. Now, Halle, see, I'm over here trying to defend you, but after I learned about that, let me see if I can find it. Halle, baby. All right, you're going to have to make it make sense. Is it here? Because I'm just like, I think it's here. Let me see if I can find it. It's one of these videos. It was in one of his vlogs where he has the shirt on. It's his son. It's a meme. And maybe it's not. Maybe it's not. Oh, here it is. Here it is. And he says, Halle got the shirt. Hold on.
Just make sure I got all my
That was really nice.
Just make sure I got all my Are you good, Clyde?
Now, Halle, now, I gotta be honest with you, Halle. That do seem a little controlling. Oh, it do. See, I didn't know I was gonna come across that video. You know, I was minding my damn business, and then I was like, she did what? Are there any women in the postpartum chat? I mean, any women in the chat that's struggling with postpartum? Is that part of, like, is it anxiety or is it control? Like, that's what I want to know. Is it anxiousness? What's it called? Anxious detachment? I don't know. I don't know what it may be called. Somebody said they don't believe him. That's why I said allegedly. Allegedly, she bought this shirt with Halo on the front, and it was the meme that was going viral all over TikTok. And the internet may be right about it. Y'all may be right about that. Is it anxious attachment style? Baby, we just asking. Why are y'all so aggressive? We just asking a question. I've never experienced postpartum. Okay, let me hear from the parents. Yes, I co-parent and Halle was wrong. I'm not calling or texting my daughter's father. Everything he does, he had her around his friends when she was younger. I had no issue. I trust them. See? Now Danielle is saying postpartum hits everyone differently, but it can come out as controlling if they are anxious. Okay. Which I have seen women. That's why I'm asking, because I have witnessed women going through postpartum and they have this anxious attachment style when it comes to their baby. Like, I'm talking, they don't shower. I'm talking, they won't go to the bathroom. I'm talking, they won't eat. They won't do anything for themselves because it's like they always have to have their eye on that baby or that child. So it's really hard to tell, y'all. It's hard to tell. Ashley said, you feel anxiety, depression, your body is changing and hormones are all out of whack. You feel like your baby is in danger all the time. Okay. She's saying that she's been controlling before the baby. I can kind of see that. I can. And the reason I can is because she was trying to hide the pregnancy. She was trying to control the narrative when it came to her pregnancy. Now, I gave her an excuse back then because I'm like, well, she's a Disney star and Disney is very strict. They're very conservative, especially when you play certain roles with Disney and you're signed to Disney and everything like that. So I assume that may have been the reason, but who knows? Oh, that's a good point too. If they were still together, it wouldn't have been an issue. I could agree with that. I could agree with that. I could agree with that. I do. This is what do y'all think they both wrong? In a way, I feel like they're both wrong. I do. I think DDG is dismissive of Halle when it comes to her concerns. I don't think her concerns are bitter. She may struggle with some control issues because I gotta keep it real. She's in Aries, y'all. We struggle with control. We do. Real bad. Real bad. We struggle with control real bad. So I can't dismiss that. I really can't, because I know myself. Like, I know how it is. I ain't gonna lie about it. It's the truth. We can be very controlling. That's true. That's very true. And postpartum could be making her control issues worse. I believe they're both immature. Now, how can this be worked out? I feel like they need to meet in the middle. I hope it doesn't get to the level where Halle pulls a Nikki and she goes and gets a court-ordered routine in place for how much the baby can be seen online, because judges are doing that now. Okay, going to custody court to get that worked out so that he, like, I guess how many times he can post his son to the internet is limited, similar to Jamie and Nikki. Okay, y'all remember that whole situation with Jamie and Nikki? Jamie had a court order in place to where he could only post those girls on his YouTube channel. I think it was twice a week, and he couldn't post more than that because the judge did see it as Jamie was exploiting those girls for views. So it's interesting. Also, another reason why I think DDG is immature as well is because I think this is a conversation that has been ongoing for some time now. And I'm not about to sit here and dismiss the fact that DDG would do little slick stuff when she was pregnant, like when he had her in a vlog and he knew that she looked pregnant. This was probably like in the beginning stages of her pregnancy, and he posted that in the vlog anyway, and then it went viral, and that's how we found out about her pregnancy originally, and everyone was talking about it. Then there was another incident, DDG, where you posted her pregnancy pillow in your Snapchat, and you knew she was trying to keep her pregnancy private, and you knew that, and you posted that Snapchat of that pregnancy pillow in the background. So DDG is not innocent at all. He's just immature to me. Halle, it is. It's giving controlling, y'all. I just got to be honest. It is. DDG loves a lot of attention. Now, let me go to their Instagram accounts because I wanted to show y'all their Instagram. Then we're going to wrap this up because I'm going to come back on here. We're going to talk about Jasmine Brown, literally. Okay, so this is where I feel like they can kind of meet in the middle. I know, Mia, girl, I know, girl. This is why I hope the girls are taking notes. Like, damn, okay, if I have a baby by a man, is he responsible when it comes to social media, or is he irresponsible? Does he post too much of his life on social media? Does he have any boundaries with himself when it comes to the things that he posts on social media? And also, this goes for the men too. Does she post too much? Does she post her every move, her every thought when she's on social media? Y'all need to be creating add that to your vetting list, okay? Add that to your vetting list. Oh my God. Especially when you're young, it can bring the worst out of you. Tom would never pull this on Zendaya. I'm glad you brought I'm glad y'all brought Zendaya up, because she the only one that did it right as a Disney star. Sakia, what's her damn name? Jackson, the other Disney star, when she was outside pregnant with a bonnet on with a dusty. I'm like, God damn, like, oh my God. Black women, I have to be honest with you. Even when we're in a position to choose, we choose trash. Like, I don't, like, we what's her name? Is it Sky? We choose trash, and I don't understand. Like, Sky, like she's a very attractive black girl, first and foremost. She's petite, she's in shape, she looks very feminine. Girl, you could have had anybody that you wanted. You were at the Disney I don't know, gatherings, award shows, rubbing elbows with better men. I just don't understand. Like, I don't get that. And then Zendaya, she went out here and got a Tom, which tells me that you have that option, but you're not choosing that option for yourself. I just don't understand it, y'all. I don't get it. I don't get it. When I saw those videos of her going viral, when I was on my break, I was just like, this is so sad. And I just wonder what her mama got to say about that. I know her mama not happy with that at all, because her mom was trying to protect her for the longest. And now she's just at an age where her mother can't protect her anymore. So caught her slipping. Just caught her slipping. Okay, so I went on DDG's page, right? And this was when Halo was born. Okay, this was cute. I like this. This was cute. Then he posted this. Okay. Now, listen, I'm not trying to take the joy of fatherhood away from this man. I just feel like he needs to be more mature and responsible. I do. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying this man can't post his baby to the internet. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying don't overdo it. People are weird online. And that's the thing. It's like, when it comes to kids online, we as parents have a duty to protect them, to shield them. Not shelter them, but to protect them, to shield them. And that's where I agreed with Halle. It's like, sometimes, DDG, it's just too much. Create some balance. This was fine. I didn't see any issue with this. I thought this was cute. But this is around the time where they weren't showing his face yet. Still wasn't showing his face yet. Still wasn't showing his face. Because he been posting his baby for a minute. Still wasn't showing his face. And then this is when he started showing the baby's face. I just feel like it's a little obsessive. And this is just his Instagram, y'all. This is not his Snapchat. This is not his YouTube channel. This is just his Instagram. I didn't see anything wrong with this. It's Halloween. Like, most parents post their kids for Halloween. Like, that's pretty normal to me. So I didn't see anything wrong with that. Now, let me go to Halle's page, because we got to be fair, right? We got to be fair. Because Halle be posting them too. I just don't feel like, yeah, it does come across like the baby is an accessory. It does. Just a tad. Mm-hmm. It ain't even just a tad. A lot. Okay, so here's Halle's page. Did she post him here? No, she didn't. These are cute, by the way. I love that. Okay, so she did post them for Halloween, which I expected most parents do, right? No big deal. She posted him here, but she didn't show his face. And see, Halle doesn't always show his face all the time. Like, sometimes she posts him, but she still gives him privacy still. Just a little privacy, right? She posted him here. She did show his face this time. Okay. She did post him for a concert. But do you see, one thing I want y'all to notice when it comes to Halle, when she posts him, she got his hair done. This woman don't play. She got his hair done. She has him looking a certain way to present him to the public. And I do feel like that's necessary, because you don't want your baby out here just looking any type of way. They may not like that when they're older. You don't know. That's the thing. And then this is another thing. Kids cannot advocate for themselves when they're a certain age. Do y'all consider these kids and their feelings at all? Because I do. Like, when I'm with my niece, I would love to just spam y'all with cute videos and photos of her But sometimes I be like, no, I'm not gonna post that, or oh, that's too intimate, or I wonder if she would be okay with me posting this. I consider kids' feelings. I just feel like we in this era where everything is digital, and I get it, but it's like, are you considering the baby, like the child's feelings at all? Because they have feelings and personalities and things too. Okay, so that's really it. That's all the photos that Halle has posted. The other ones, she's not really showing his face. And then, of course, when the baby was born. So, I don't know. I don't know. But let's get into DDG's response. That is why I'm calling DDG today. I'm not calling him DVD. And the reason is because I've never seen a black man come on any social media app and defend a black woman. I haven't. Now, I have to be honest with y'all. Sometimes I be thinking DDG is being manipulative, right? So hear me out. I'm gonna still call him DDG, right? But hear me out, because I don't really know, right? I don't really know. But part of me, my intuition is like, did he like do this on purpose to trigger her? But he probably didn't think she would react in the way that she did. But let me capitalize off of this moment, because I had planned to only originally capitalize off of having my son on Kai's stream. But I knew she wouldn't be okay with that. So I did it anyway while she was out of town on purpose, because I was wanting to promote this new project. DDG, was that the game plan? So it was perfect. You had it all lined up, right? You knew that this woman is struggling with postpartum. You could call it controlling, whatever. You waited for her to go out of town. For you to go on Kai's stream, right? That's something, I know it looks very casual, or it looks like next doorish or whatever like that, but that is a whole production that he got going on over there. It's a platform that he got a whole team over there. So this appearance for Halo was scheduled. It was scheduled. So, see, you see what I'm saying? So it's like, is Halle really being controlling, y'all? That's what I don't know. It's hard to tell. But she is an Aries, so I'm gonna entertain it, right? But is DDG manipulative though? Because you had it all lined out. You knew that girl was going to be out of town. She trusted you to do right. And you already had it in place to verbally communicate if he was ever going to be on stream or something like that. This was an ongoing conversation, clearly, because Halle feels disrespected according to her tweets. And then you made a opportunity happen for Halo and yourself to go on Kai's stream to create this appearance, this viral moment, so that you could promote your new project. That's manipulative. Then you waited a few days for Halle to get dragged, right? So she could go viral, so then you could go viral. And then to counteract all of this, right, you decided to come out and basically call off the slander and people attacking her because your mission was accomplished. Now, I done entertain every other perspective. This is mine, okay? I done entertain all the other perspectives, but I didn't see nobody give this one. I haven't. That's what it's giving, y'all. That he planned all of this. He didn't mean for her to get attacked because he didn't think that she would hop on Twitter like that, but she did. And I think she impulsively did it, which I don't agree with. However, DDG, were you being manipulative? I don't think it's a reach, because for you to get on Kai's stream, you have to schedule that. And for him to schedule that, he did it at the exact time that he knew Halle was going to be out of town. Let's see. I'm gonna look it up, but let's pull it up. Let's pull it up. Listen, don't play in my face. Play in somebody else's. Then right after she gets dragged, this is what he posts to his Snapchat, knowing how she feels, knowing what she just said, knowing that the internet is dragging her, knowing all of this stuff. And this was right after she deleted her Twitter and her Instagram, and he posted that selfie. That's somebody fucking with you, y'all. I don't care what anyone says. Why would you want to make your co-parenting situation worse? Why would you want to do that? Why would that, like this, like he knows. And see, this is what kills me about grown people. Y'all think y'all do things right, and you try to come across like you're innocent and you don't know, but you fucking know. You're a grown ass adult. You know what the fuck you're doing. You know that she's gonna see that. That's somebody doing something intentionally to further trigger you. When you know that they have spoken out and felt disrespected behind what you did, but you overlook that and you continue to trigger them or to try to get a reaction out of them. Why do that? And then I'm going according to DDG's words, right? Why would you post that and then turn around and then say this?
Like when people do, I don't like when people hate on Halle. I don't care if people think she wrong or not, or if I think she wrong or right. She could be going through something mentally after having a kid that I can't understand as a man. So when situations like this happen, I try to handle.
So DDG, if this is how you really feel, right? According to his words, why would you do this? Not this. Hold on. Is it this one? No, here it is. Why would you do that? Why would you post that? That's what makes it come across manipulative and disingenuous. Because if this could be like a friend or family, it could be anything, y'all. If I caused a person to react in that way where they felt disrespected, immediately I feel remorse and guilt. Immediately. I don't further try to trigger them by doing something that I know they felt disrespected about. So he posts that immediately after, and then he decides to save the day and be the best co-parenting father. But that was very manipulative, y'all. I don't care what nobody say. That's weird to me.
Going through like a little breakup, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I got to understand we going through something, you know, that's a little, you know, it's hard for us. So when little stuff like this happen, it's really nothing. People go through this type of stuff all the time. I just don't appreciate when people try to put me against her, or it's like me versus her and all of this, and she's wrong and he's right, blah, blah, blah. Like, y'all can hate on me for as long as y'all want, but leave Halle alone, man. Mentally, y'all don't know what she's going through when it comes to postpartum. She just pushed the whole human out. She dealing with a whole new life. Like, she has to put everything, you know, not on pause, but she has to always consider Halo in every situation. I do too. But, you know, as a mother, I know it's way more detrimental. So I got way thicker skin. My skin is overly thick when it comes to online backlash. Now we going through like a little breakup, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like,
DG, I can tell you right now, that's an Aries woman. You will never have her again. I'm sorry. She done with you. She done. He's still and really, y'all, I saw through the manipulation, because at first when I was looking into this, I was like, wait a minute. He posted that right after, right? And then he posted that photo right after she had deleted all of her social media accounts. So I'm like, if that's how you really felt about the mother of your child, right? Why would you further trigger her with uploading that selfie of you and your son? Are you really that addicted to social media where you really, and that's the thing, Halo is online from the time that he wakes up in the morning, from the time that he goes to bed at night. That's obsessive. That is over exposing and exploiting your child online. That's a lot. That's a lot. So he woke up the next day and decided to post that selfie. And I'm like, well, why would he do that if that's how he really felt? And it says here, Hollywood Unlocked. Shortly after Halle Bailey deactivated her social media accounts following her tweets against her ex, DDG, he posted a selfie of him and their son. And that's why the internet started pinning y'all against each other. Because you decided to post this photo. And it's like, well, if you really felt that way about her, why would you do that? Why would you do that? I don't get it. I don't get it. I really don't think the internet is truly a place for kids. When it comes to overexposing them, it has psychological effects on their mental health, their adulthood, and everything like that. I don't think they'll be back together. I really think that this woman is starting to see DDG for who he really is. And once women see a man in a certain light, it's a wrap. And I believe Halle is that type. And again, this is affecting her career. This is affecting her mental health. This is really causing her to mature even faster. And again, ladies, the reason why I don't want to use this moment to you should have listened. The reason is because life is humbling her right now, which is why I believe she will not be back with this man, because she's starting to see his true colors. Because why would you do that? That was very manipulative. Very, 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 very manipulative. Now, Halle, I don't believe that you're innocent. I'm not here to paint you as a victim. I do believe that you need to take accountability. You should have never ran to the internet. You should have handled that in private. I do believe that. I do. But with her putting the information online, it seems like this was an ongoing conversation that they have been having for quite some time. Probably as soon as she found out that she was pregnant. Because she wanted to have a private pregnancy due to her job title. And she wanted to keep that on the low because she had to. I don't even think it was really a choice. It was really because she had to. So that's all I got to say. I'm going to go ahead and log out. If y'all want to catch me in my next live, because I'm about to go ahead and schedule it right now. We're going to talk about Jasmine Brown and I don't even know, Cat in the Hat Man. Let's go ahead and talk about him next. And then I'm also going to talk about Ashley. I'm going to stop calling her Ashley. She doo-doo bird to me, y'all. This woman ain't shit. She out here. She really is out here defending a deadbeat. And I can never respect a woman that defends a deadbeat. So she doo-doo bird to me. She big bird. And then quack, 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 quack. Alex, you a bird too. Because why you out here hanging out with a woman that's a doo-doo bird? And now you rubbing elbows with her. Because you know, they say birds of a feather flock together. That's what they say. Ashley and Alex. So I can't, y'all, I swear I cannot respect. I don't even like hanging out, because I even had a friend at one point where I was looking at her sideways because there was a girl that she was friends with that abandoned her son and wasn't taking care of her son. And they would go out and club and kick it and party knowing that the son was being neglected. Like, how are you outside having fun with a woman that you know is neglecting her kid? I don't tolerate that type of behavior, y'all. Ashley from Love is Blind. But let's get into Cat in the Hat. And then we got Big Bird 1 and Big Bird 2. Who do you think is a bigger bird? Do you think it's Jasmine Brown or do you think it's Ashley? I don't know. I'm trying to make I don't know. I have no idea. Y'all let me know. Catch me in the next one, okay? I hope, let me wrap this up though. I hope DDG and Halle, I hope y'all reach a level of maturity and understanding and communicate, because at the end of the day, y'all need to do right by this baby. And I do believe Halo is online just a little too much. And DDG, you need to mature. You really do need to grow up. You need to consider how this will affect Halo in the future, because he can't give you consent right now. But you really don't know how he feels if he wants to constantly be in front of that camera all the time. Because like I said, Shy, Bow Wow's daughter, 13-year-old, she's about to be 14. She didn't want to be on the internet. Okay? She didn't want to be on the internet. So consider that these kids have feelings and they don't want to be recorded all the time. You may want to be recorded, but they may not want that. So consider those things. I'm logging out. And Halle, I hope you are learning from this experience with life going the way that it's going for you. I don't wish this on anyone, and I would never laugh at another woman's misfortune or despair or anything like that. But you really did choose this for yourself. And I hope that with you going through this experience that you are really learning and growing. Growing so that you can make better choices and decisions for yourself moving forward, especially for your son. So I'm logging out. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all's, well, I'll be back. So let me go ahead and end the live. Come back.